Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Julie and today I'm going to be showing you the rest of the vintage telephone. So we're going to be concentrating on these dies here and this one here and that there and that there. Okay, so as you can see I've got, let's bring all this down, I've got quite a bit in front of me. These two bits are already done. That bit we gotta glue together and that bit. So you will need to cut out 6 of these and put this shape in as well. So this is why I left this until last. Don't use this bigger one because you're going to be using the bigger one to cover up your holes. Okay, so it looks like a speak hole or a hearing piece when on the phone, but you will need it to get your smaller piece in position. Oh, piece of tape there. And it does tell you this in the die set. Oh, I need glasses on again. Take the bigger one away. You don't want to be cutting the whole lot off, do you? So I'm just gonna, luckily this fits in my little machine. It's getting dirty. Right. I'm going to take that off of there. You don't need that little piece inside there. You will need that one again, like I said, and I've cut out like a silver piece for this one and another silver piece for this one. Don't worry about those holes because you do get that one there and that one there to make those. Okay, and probably to get the positioning right you probably need to put this one back in and then put your, say like this one back in to get it in position. Okay, it's a lot of positioning in this set and then cut through. Let's put these back. So I've got another one, and like I say, it shows you what to do. Look in there, and this is what we're going to be doing here now. Alright, and this bit. Don't need that tissue. Oh, I thought I put that back. It's come off, hasn't it, when I opened it up? Right, we don't need those anymore. Let's move that out of the way. Now we need to put these on top of one another again. Don't worry too much if they don't line up too, you know, if you've got a little bit overhanging like that, don't worry. Try and get them as close as you can. Okay, so they're all going to go like that. Then one of these is going to come over the top. Alright? So, glue again. Oh, excuse me. because it's so warm today, and been watching what's been going on the television today. I just done a few picky bits to eat today, and tomorrow I'm going to be making tea party stuff, cakes and probably scones and things. Mind you, I'm not a tea drinker. I do prefer coffee. So you glue each one of these. This is why you need 6. So you need 3 for one side and 3 for the other side. Right. Now what we usually do when we get one of these shapes, we go round in a circle. Do you know, those starlings outside that window, do you know, they're fledged and they can fly about with their parents. They're actually flying about, but they will sit there and squawk at their parents to get them the food, even though it's right in front of them. They'd be sitting right next to the parents who are trying to get the food from a bird feeder, and they're still squawking at them. And they're quite strong little flyers now. You know, you would think. I suppose they're still not quite old enough to bend. I don't know, but it just seems as though they're running their parents ragged. But they make so much noise. We had, I don't know whether it fell down or whatever, but one was in the it was on the floor in the garden, and where they can't fly, they just sit there, don't they? It was a bit subdued, but it was okay. The parent bird come down and fetched it off. Like, it managed to get its wings going and get up, so it did fly off. But yeah, when I've been out for a walk early mornings, I've seen like young blackbirds just sitting there, and they won't move. They will just stay where they are. You can understand why so many get killed, can't you, with cats and things. Mind you, having said that, it's not always cats. It's magpies. Magpies have a lot of baby birds. I've seen them in the local cemetery, actually going in to the tree, hoiking out the young birds out of the nests, and we can imagine the distress of the adult birds, adult blackbirds. Oh, it's awful. That's why I don't like magpies. But magpies and blackbirds are all member of the same family. They're all member of the crow family. It don't seem right, does it, somehow? Never mind, that's life. I've got gluey fingers. Right, so now we're going to go around in a circle again and do the top ones on the side. Not these ones, these ones. So you will need to do 2 of this shape, Just pulled that one apart. Let's put that one in as well. No, I thought that was the last one. Now what I like to do with these top ones is bend them down like so, and just put a little bit of glue just on the corner like that. And then I'll just hold it in position, look like that. And glue myself to it. And then turn it over, put it down on the desk and give it a good press. So that's that one done. Now we're coming to this funny shaped bit here. Okay. Now it is easier if you start down here, because the first one on my pink one I started up this way, but start down this way first. I got myself in a right pickle. I got it there, but I thought there must be an easier way of doing this. I think when I watched Jodie as well, she done it a certain way. But you know what it is? You get your dies home and then you can't remember, can you? And then you think, oh, I'll do it the other way next time. Now bring that one forwards. Do each side as you're going up. So next time we're going to bring that one round and then bring that one round. So this here, it's a curved bit here, so be careful because it's going to go onto this curve here. So this is a glue tab and that's going to come round onto there. Let me see. I can't see, and not until I take my glasses off. So it's going to come up to there. And then I can't see where my score lines are. There. And then we're going to do the same again on this side. And we're going to glue that in place now. Just be careful though, because as I say, it's a curved shape, so you don't want to be scoring it straight, folding it straight. and then if I bend that back, you'll see these. Let me just hold that in place again. Now you see these, not weighted long enough, are all in shape for you to bring this over, like so. Alright. And if you bend these out the way for the moment, and you can get a finger inside, and then your finger can guide guide your card where it needs to be. Couldn't get my words out. And then we'll just have a look at this side. That's that one done. I'm just going to give that a little while to glue. Okay, is it making sense yet? This is the piece that these will fit onto. Okay, so you need 2 of these. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm not going to glue that all the way around for now. Okay, I'm going to give that little piece what I've just glued together time to dry. Now we're going to, this is the holder to put your speaker piece on. It sits on top of your phone. So we're just going to put this little piece on. So all my pieces, we haven't got very many now. So when you first look at it, you think, oh my god, how am I going to fix all that together? You've got all these pieces on your desk. Now I've got 2 of these. And this is going to come over this side as well. And then we've got, oh, I've bent it. Now we've got 2 side pieces. Yeah, yeah, these little pieces are fragile. I'll put it on the just bring it up to the edge of that other side. Now we've got the other one to go on. Oh, you silly person. Put the glue on the wrong bit. The amount of times I do that, why do I do it? When I'm constructing, you want to put, I think it's just natural to put the glue on the underside of the glue tab. I think that must be the reason why. Oh dear. It's just certain occasions you don't have to. You have to do it the opposite way round. Oh, give us strength. Now, because this overhangs over the edge of the telephone, and you're going to see your glue tabs, that's why I've cut out an extra base. So we're going to just glue an extra base onto there, and you'll line your glue tabs up. Also, it gives it more strength as well. Let's just oh. So. There. So this is now going to sit onto here, so you won't see glue tabs now. Okay. So I just come into the middle, where I think the middle will be. Oh. Does that look about right? Might need to go back that way. And that's that, so we'll leave that to dry. Right, now we're coming to these bits. So this bit needs to be at the top. So you need to make sure that it's going to come round like so, and that'll come round and join on to this one here. Okay, but you need to do both sides at the same time. So glue these two flaps first, and then these two, and then these two. Turn it round and do these two and these two, and then once you get to the end part, you should be doing it with these ones, and you should be coming round to, and then to be gluing, to bring this round and gluing it on there. Okay, here we go. Let's see. This is how I done it before. When you see all these parts, you think, how on earth is that going to fit on? Just needed to move that over slightly. I'm doing this with wet glue. If you want to, and you don't mind it, whoever's going to be having it, what shall I say, maybe it might be doing it for a child and they might break it or whatever, then use red liner tape. But if you want it to last as a keepsake or anything, try with wet glue. Now do the opposite side to that you've just glued. So I'm just going to bend it back slightly so I can get to the glue tab. Don't panic. Now we're going to come to this one. Got just enough room to put the glue down inside. Oh my goodness, it soon be time for Wimbledon as well. Now we're going to do exactly the same with these two here and these two. If I just pull that back, you can see the last flap, so I'm just going to go down in there and put some glue. Oh no, I'll do this one first. I nearly did. Let's have a look, see what's going on there. Now I know this next bit is going to be tricky, but just persevere with it. Bring those flaps up now. If you can't get your finger in, get a pokey tool. And just bring it up. Put a bit of glue on. I might need to bring that one up a bit further. And that one, just bring it up further. That is your glue tab there. Now if you wanted, you could put red liner tape on this bit. It just needs a little bit of, get in there. That's it. It will feel tight. Once you've got it over, don't let go. But you can do it. Now ideally you really need that to dry, because now you're going to put like your little speaker bits over the top of, oh, excuse me, over here. And that again, you need to, I've got glue all over my fingers. Give it a good press. And then these go over those holes. Let's just push it down the other way. I've got glue on my fingers, I've got glue all over there as well. Now the reason why I stuck those down, because I wanted it fairly flat, because now you're going to glue this part onto here, like so. Okay. It's just one of these projects that you need everything to be glued before you start gluing it on. So what I done with my first one, with the pink one, was I used hot glue, but we will try with the wet. It means I might have to hold it, we'll see. Just give it and you can line it up as well. This is another one of those ones where you don't want to let go. Looks like all my skin's peeling off. I did put the glue gun on just now, but like when you're waiting, it's like watching paint dry, isn't it? It seems to take ages. That might have stuck enough to put that onto the telephone. There. Okay. It's that way. There you go. And some of the design team did wrap some card or paper, so it made it look like a coiled lead or phone line, and had it coming from here down to here, whatever. So yeah, so that's your telephone. I hope that helps, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye bye for now.